So we're going to get started by prepping some veggies. I've got half a green bell pepper and half of an onion, and you just want to go ahead and dice those up. And we're also going to be using 2 cloves of garlic. Now we're going to heat up some oil and go ahead and add the onion and bell pepper. So we're just going to let this cook for a few minutes until the veggies soften and cook down. And at this point, we'll go ahead and add in the garlic. Now we're going to add in the meat replacement. I'm using the Gardein Ultimate Beefless Ground. Use whatever brand you prefer. Personally, I love this one because it's gluten-free and to me has the most realistic texture. So now we're going to add some seasoning. I kept it really simple. I just used a few different seasonings and I didn't measure anything. Just use whatever you like to season your spaghetti with. So we're just going to mix that up and get the seasonings and all the ingredients nice and combined. And this is the pasta sauce I used. I used 2 different flavors. I use store-bought pasta sauce to keep this recipe simple. Just make sure you double check the ingredients to ensure that it's vegan friendly. Now we're going to add in some vegan cream cheese. This is a very important part of the recipe. This is going to make it super creamy and it just gives the sauce a really good flavor. At this point, you can go ahead and taste it and adjust your seasonings if necessary. So now time for the pasta. This is the spaghetti I'm going to be using to keep the recipe gluten-free.
What you cooking?
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti?
Am I the only person that used to think you had to break spaghetti in half to cook it? Anyways, just make sure you've got oil and salt in your water and make sure you stir it pretty frequently because gluten-free pasta tends to stick together. And we're also going to undercook it just a little bit because it's going to bake in the oven and we don't want this to get mushy. Now I'm going to add the meat sauce to the noodles. And we're going to go ahead and mix that up really well and get all those noodles nice and coated in the sauce. Now we're going to pour the spaghetti into a greased baking dish. And go ahead and spread it out into a nice even layer. And we're going to bake this at 350 for 30 minutes. Once the 30 minutes is up, we're going to go ahead and top it off with your favorite vegan cheese. I'm using the Daiya mozzarella shreds. Go ahead and pop that back in the oven for about 10 minutes or until the cheese is nice and melted. And this is how it should look once it's all done. I just garnished mine with some dried parsley flakes. I got a little carried away. But look at this, guys. It's so creamy and cheesy. You guys are going to love this recipe. This is honestly better than a lot of non-vegan spaghettis that I've had. I really hope you enjoyed this video and I thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.